Hello guys, I am Payal Mazumdar from Lexis and Company. Today we talk about the topic judicial review in India. So, first of all, we want to know what is judicial review. One of the core principles embedded in our constitution itself is that there is no other law in the land superior to the constitution of India. The framers of the Indian constitution made a logical separation of powers amongst three heads. First is the legislative, the rule making body. Second is the executive, the rule implementing body. And the third is the judiciary, the rule interpreting body. Now, these three functions under the constitution are independent of each other to ensure that there is no concentration of powers in any one hand. Now we talk about how why is the ninth schedule excluded from judicial review. The ninth schedule to the Constitution of India contains as many as 284 laws from the center and state that are out of purview of the judicial review. 31V validation of certain acts and regulation without prejudice to the generality of the provisions contains in 31A. None of the acts and regulations specified in the ninth schedule nor any of the provision thereof shall be deemed to be void or ever to be become void on the ground that such act, regulation and provision is inconsistent with or takes away or abridges any of the rights confirmed by any provision of this part, and not standing any judgment, decree or order of any court or tribunal to the contrary. Each of the said acts, regulations shall subject to the power of any competent legislature to repeal or amend in continue in force. Now we talk about why was there a need of judicial review. First, India has a written constitution and words can have different meanings. The problem of interpretation are bound to arise. Second, in a big democratic country like India, even a minor body of the government has to take decisions on a regular basis. It is important that these decisions are taken in the best interest of the citizens of the country and which are abided by the constitution. Judicial review by the courts work as a check on these decisions. The third is to protect the right of the citizens, and the court has to be protected of the rights of the citizens. It is the core function of the judiciary, and tools such as these helps in the process. In the case of Marbury versus Madison, it is held that it is the power of the federal courts to announce legislative and executive laws and acts of invalid if they violate the constitution. Now there is three aspects of judicial review. First is administrative actions, second is legislative actions, and third one is judicial actions. Judicial review of administrative actions talks about that administrative actions may refer to judiciary actions which are neither legislative nor judicial. There are minor differences between executive and administrative. You may want to refer to a dictionary for that. In case of Council of Civil Services Union versus Minister of Civil Services, generally judicial review is administrative actions can be exercised on four grounds. However, the list is not exhaustive. First one is illegality, second is irrationality, and the third one is procedural impropriety, and the last one is proportionality. Thank you. If any of the doubts, then please tell us.